Terrell was a guy that I think was just kind of looking forward to an opportunity. He wasn't really sure. But Gary Kubiak knew a couple of his coaches that were at Georgia, and they said what type of guy he was, what type of character he had. And you could see he was a football player, and that's one of the reasons we took him.
What I remember about him in that camp was just his determination, because there was a point where a couple of guys got hurt. He was the practice squad back going against a first-team defense, and man, there was one practice where they just kept handing him the ball over and over and over again, and I'm thinking, you might want to tap out, you're getting killed. He wouldn't quit, he wouldn't give up, he just kept taking the handoffs over and over and over again, and sure enough that year, he slowly climbed the ladder and ended up being the starting back.
You talking about a guy maximizing opportunity from the minute he got in the game in Tokyo till he left. He maximized his opportunity. He never took a play off. He never took his fame for granted. He's always a giver and just an overall solid person, and a guy that'll be a friend of mine for the rest of my life.
I was very fortunate in the fact that I had the best seat in the house, and the thing is I got to be the closest to him, hand the ball to him, and watch him run, and the quickness and power that he ran with was unbelievable. So a guy that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and so thrilled for him that he got there, and goes to prove that it's not the length of the career but the impact that you have while you're in the NFL. And there's nobody that had a bigger impact in that career length than Terrell did for the Denver Broncos.
When you didn't do a great job and yet somehow he broke a tackle, he made a spin move in the hole, he did something to create a big run, and you're always thankful, that, oh, thank goodness that guy's in our backfield.
And Terrell Davis, the last two times he's touched the football, has gone 63 and 59 yards, both for touchdowns.
How many carries for TD in the first half? 168 yards. Not a bad afternoon, huh?
You take a look at winning. You take a look at a streak of 7 playoff games, and you take a look and you say, wow, you average that many yards a game, and Terrell Davis kind of puts it on his back, and he's not afraid to put it on his back. And all those games, he had a mindset to get it done, and he did.
We're in the red zone. We're in the red zone. Let's put 7 on the board. Let's get 7. Let's get 7. Let's get 7.
He was a combination of all three. He could make you miss, he could run you over, and he was fast. He posed a lot of problems for defenses. Terrell's a heck of a competitor. He wasn't a talker. He wasn't a guy that's going to tell you he's going to run you over. He would just do it.
He was just one of those guys that did it all. It didn't matter, was never pretentious about it. He just would carry the ball, run tough between the tackles, had enough speed to break it to the outside if in fact that's what he needed to do. But it was always continuing to churn, continuing to create opportunities.
Receivers aren't known really as blockers. They don't. It's not the favorite part of their game, but it sure was fun. I mean, to block for TD and block for a lot of great running backs. But one of my favorite moments in football games was blocking and watching him pass me on his way to the end zone. It was a lot of fun. It was a blessing to be able to play with him.
Eddie kept in motion, right? Okay, yeah. If they keep Eddie, if they keep him over there, there was nobody over there. You just seal that outside man, I'm gone.
Terrell was a great teammate because you knew that he was going to give it all that he had. He was not a guy to leave something in the tank.
First guy over 200 yards, and obviously game ball for TD and the offensive line.
Anytime you have a guy that's close to 2,000, which never happens, and not very often anyway, and so I think that it was, Terrell took great pride in it, but also those guys up front and wanting to get him that 2,000 yards. And so there's no question that last game we were counting it down, and we wanted him to get 2,000 yards and then get him out of there because we had big plans for him in the playoffs, and we were able to get that done.
Handoff, Davis, left side, behind Howard Griffith. Nice hold, Davis, 50, 10, 5, Davis! Did he get in? No, he's out at the 1-yard line. Davis, into the end zone, rocking, standing up.
He was a pro. I mean, the way he would practice, the way he would prepare, his personality. In the biggest stage, he was just cool, calm, and collected. everything you look for in a teammate. I don't think I could say much more about a guy than how Terrell Davis had handled himself throughout his career. Probably as proud as I could possibly be.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for your family because I know what this moment means. And I was very fortunate enough to play with you for 5 years in Denver and win some Super Bowls. And I saw the transformation you went through from being on special teams to being the linchpin and the driving force to why we won Super Bowl 32 and 33. And not only were we teammates in Denver for 5 years, now we get to be teammates forever in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Again, congratulations.